one of the coders there, you were asking what is the difference between import and static import, and what's the advantage and the disadvantage of the static import. So to explain that to you, so as you all know, the import statement, what we do need, if I have a class that's in another package, I need to use the import statement. So what I have here, I've got the calculate cost, which is in the cost package. So what I need to do, if I want to use the calculate cost class, I need to import it. So if I would be to uncomment this, you'll see that my code here fails because this Java code, which is in the default root package, so it doesn't have a package of its own, doesn't know about the calculate cost class. So I need to import the calculate cost, and then I can run the code and everything is fine. You'll see this will calculate the total cost of my phone bill. So in this case, so what we can take this one step further though, as you can see, or will see, if we go here to calculate cost is a class that has two static methods, namely SMS cost and call cost. And what we currently need to do to call that, I need to say calculate cost dot call cost. So I need to specify the class name, and then I need to specify the method within that class name. What I can do, if I instead add a static import, I can do something like this. I can say static, and now I say import all the methods that's inside of this class. And as you see, so now it's complaining to say, hey, it doesn't find these methods anymore because now I haven't imported the actual class, I imported the actual methods, the static methods is inside of calculate cost. So if I do this and this and this, you'll see that there is no compilation error now. If I run the code, it all compiles. So you can see if I use a static import, I don't have to specify the class name anymore. These static methods that's available inside of the class that's been statically imported becomes available as methods or functions inside of my Java class. So what's the benefit of using this? So I can write more compact code. My code almost becomes functional. So now all of a sudden I don't have classes anymore that I need to call. I can just call methods or functions on the class. So the thing to note, you can only do that for static methods. If I were to create another method here and I say public void do or calc, if I do something like this and you go in here, you'll see that I won't be able to access the calc method at all because it's not a static method. For that to become available, I need to make this method static. If I do this static here, then suddenly the calc method becomes available again as a method that's been imported. So in this case now it's failing because it doesn't return anything, so I just need to do double. In this case I just need to say return 0.0. So you see now all of a sudden the calc method is available again because I statically imported all the methods that's inside of the calculate cost class. For this method to become available, I need to make sure it's a static method. If I remove static, you'll see that it won't compile now, so I'll remove that there. And the other thing to note now, if I take away the static import, all of a sudden these methods aren't accessible anymore, and I now need to reference them via the class in which they have been defined. If I do that, cool. So yeah, so that's static methods in a nutshell. So all in all, static methods make your code much more compact. There's less code. I mean, you don't have to reference a class name every time, although it might become confusing as you don't know where the methods come from and which classes contains the static methods.